I am not naked. I do have clothes on, but I need to wash my lettuce. Do you know, one thing I like about Portuguese lettuces is they do come with the odd bug or two or slug. You often see a slug in there, and it just makes me feel like, it's not organic, but it just makes me feel like maybe it's just not been so heavily pesticided, if that's a word. What's the word? You know what I mean. And anyway, why this made me think of you is that I need my salad spinner to wash this, and I don't have my salad spinner with me. And I still need to tell you the story about my salad spinner. So I'm probably not going to do it now.
I have the salad spinner. One day I must tell you the story of the salad spinner.
I did say that I would tell you the story ages and ages ago. However, I am going to tell you the story of my salad spinner because a couple of days ago, I'll explain after, but I realised how important it is, or how helpful it can be, to hear other people's stories and experiences. But all will become clear. I'm going to wash my lettuce somehow, and maybe I could get a washing line and peg it up. I don't know. How do you wash lettuces and not have a soggy load of lettuce leaves if you don't have a salad spinner? If you could help me out on that, I'd be great. I mean, I try drying it with kitchen paper, but then that uses way too much kitchen paper. And if I don't dry it, because I'm not even going to eat a whole lettuce in one go, then if I try to store it, it's just all soggy. Or it's, even if I am eating it straight away, it's just all wet and soggy. Anyway, any helpful tips will be muchly appreciated. But I'm going to go and wash my lettuce, and I will, might not even be today, but I'm going to sit down and I'm going to tell you my story about the salad spinner. So, what prompted me to finally get round to telling you the story of this device, I can't believe how many times I said the word salad spinner in that previous clip, is I was chatting to a friend recently, and she was a locum, like someone that covers doctor's surgeries on a temporary basis. I think that's what she did. But anyway, she travelled for her work and worked in different places. And she was saying how she got to the stage where she was bringing more and more things with her, like kitchen equipment. She brought her own, ended up bringing her own pots and pans, a big double bed mattress topper because the beds were so uncomfortable. And this was coming from home and not being on the road full time. And also how she started to hate her job, but it wasn't her job that she hated. It was the traveling around and keep staying in different places. So why that reminded me of my story of the device that dries lettuces is previously I had been beating myself up and being down on myself for the amount of stuff I carry around in my car. So I was forever like sorting out my stuff. Every time a new location, I thought, right, let me sort out my stuff. I was sorting out my stuff. I was putting some of it in my storage shed. Then I was going to my storage shed and taking stuff out. I'm forever sorting it out because I felt like I was carrying around too much stuff. And there's, you know, I was like, why can't I be like these other people that just are nomads and travel around the world with nothing but a backpack? Like Lee and Mandy over at, what's their channel called? I'll put it in, can't remember. But so Lee and Mandy are full-time house sitters also. Well, they're full-time travellers, but for the last couple of years, they was just house sitting around Portugal like me. So we were house sitting around Portugal at the same time, even house sat at some of the same places. But they do it with just a backpack and travelling on public transport. And I was like, I don't know how they do it. How do they do it? Why can't I be like that? I'm carrying all this stuff around in my car. I can't be free of my stuff, you know. But I do use everything. And so why I said I felt it was good to share stories and our experiences is because one day this video pops up on YouTube and it is Tim and Amy over at Go With Less. Now, let me tell you about that background. Tim and Amy are also full-time nomads and house sitters, and they are traveling the world. However, I think they, at the time of watching this video, they were just like me, staying in one country with a car. And now their background is, and the reason why their background is important, they are living the FIRE life. If you don't know what FIRE is, it's financial independence, retire early. And that means that they would have had to do a lot of planning to get to that stage of financial independence. So, and the idea is that you get to that stage and you do what it is you want to do because you are free of a 9-to-5 job. You're financially independent. You get my drift anyway. So, and obviously to get to that stage, there's lots of planning, financial planning, but also, like them, if what you want is to travel and have a nomadic life, obviously you would have to plan that. And so like me, they sold all their belongings, gave away, put some in storage. The difference is I had planned to just move from one home in the UK to a home in Portugal. Hello, Alfie. That's the dog I'm house sitting. That's Alfie. So I was just planning on going from one home to another home. The house sitting, the nomadic life was not planned. It just unfolded. It just happened, which is why, Alfie, that is not your chair. Which is why you've distracted. I'm easily distracted. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So why it's important why I'm mentioning they planned, I didn't, it makes how this video make me feel all the more potent. So the video that popped up was the 30 things we've now repurchased. So like I said, they put everything in storage or got rid of it or sold it or given it away, living their nomadic life, but then they'd decided there was things that they needed to buy back again. So I'm watching this video. So don't remember, I've been beaten up on myself. Oh, I forgot to say. So there were certain things that every time I sorted out the car, put stuff in storage, took stuff back out. One day I got to the stage where I thought, oh God, I really need a salad spinner. I can't do without salad spinner. And I was thinking, I was beating myself up and thinking, you can't carry around a salad spinner as well. You're carrying around enough kitchen equipment. You're not buying one of those as well. And I did. And then I start to watch this video. They're listing 30 items. Guess what the number one item was? They started with a salad spinner. Now don't forget, this is a couple that had planned their financial independence, their nomadic life, unlike me who just fell into it. And here they were holding up this salad spinner that they had bought, which they had given away or sold or whatever before, and now bought back. Now you're probably thinking, oh, for God's sake, is that what this video is about? What's so special about that? Well, it just, at that moment, I just thought, oh, it is not just me. They then went on to carry on through this list, and oh my God, there was things like chopping boards. I have bought chopping board. I keep buying them, getting rid of them, buying them, because I never forget the first time I turned up at a house sit, and in their kitchen they did not have a chopping board. Who doesn't have a chopping board? Or sometimes the chopping boards are a bit manky, or they had different reasons for buying their chopping board, but forever there was a chopping board. A blender. One day, because you really forget, 1 week you're in one kitchen, another week you're in another kitchen, you forget where you are. I'd made a soup, cooked up all my soup. It's in the pot, and I thought, I've got to blend it now. And then I thought, oh, darn, I haven't got a blender. So then I went out and bought a blender, and a blender got added to the arsenal of stuff that I carry around in my Skoda Yeti. And you know, I can make a soup that doesn't need blending, but this soup I planned on blending, and I rough chopped everything up. It needed blending. It could not be eaten as it was. So anyway, as Amy and Tim proceeded through this list, the amount of stuff that I thought, yes, I need that. I carry that around in my car. Yes, I carry that around. Yes, I've got one of those. And as I say, I was thinking, I'm not cut out for this. I can't be like them people that travel around with nothing but a pack back. Why can't I adapt? Blah de blah. So this is why I just thought it was important to share the story, so that, yeah, you kind of like, it makes you feel a bit sane. It makes you feel, yeah, like I said, I can't think of any other way to put it. It's not just me. So the other thing Tim and Amy mentioned was they're kind of like nomadic friends, and they will have networked with other fire people, other location independent people. And the important thing about that is that you get to share experiences, and you get to talk to people that just get it. I mean, people really don't get the lifestyle. Sometimes people just say to me want to give me something, and I just think, where am I supposed to put that? I live out of my car. How can I carry that around with me? Yeah, so it's having people that just get it, and you can have that common experience. And if there's things you're struggling with and things that you think, oh, it's just you're not cut out for this, you're doing something wrong, then you have those people that support. And yeah, so that's why the other way of finding that, if you haven't got that network, is through something like YouTube and sharing experiences. So that is why I wanted to share that story with you. And you know, there's other things that sometimes you can watch people's lives and think, oh, you know, why is it not going like that for me? What am I doing wrong? Paul, I think we might have to tell your story. You know, there's it looks all, some of these videos are all Pollyanna and all lovely, and you don't want to come on to share a video that's just all negative and complaining. But on the other hand, for the sake of people's sanity, it is just nice to know how you're not the only one screwing up, or you're not the only one that made that mistake, or you're not the only one that's feeling like that. So hence I wanted to tell you the story of my, dare I say the word again, salad spinner. But honestly, I don't know if I can get it across on camera. When I started watching that video, and I'm beating myself up and I'm down on myself, and I'm thinking, no, you're not buying a salad spinner, and you're not carrying one of those around with you as well to add all the other stuff you carry around. When they started that video, and the number one thing they held up was this salad spinner, I can't get across how that made me feel. Anyway, the sun is coming out. I'm waffling on. I'll end it there. Let me know what you think about that. I hope I articulated that properly and got that across. But anyway, you do let me know what you think, and I'm sure you will. But I particularly like to know what you think about the story of the salad spinner in the comments.